Traveling to Vietnam is an exciting adventure, offering a vibrant mix of culture, history, food, and breathtaking landscapes. From the bustle of Hanoi's old streets to the tranquil waters of Halong Bay, from the terraced rice fields of Sapa to the lively markets of Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam is a country that rewards travelers with unforgettable experiences. Whether you're planning a week-long tour or an extended journey, being well prepared can make a world of difference. Here are the essential things you should consider before setting out on your Vietnamese adventure. Begin with your travel documents. A valid passport with at least 6 months until its expiration is crucial. Most travelers will need a visa, though citizens from certain countries are eligible for visa exemptions for short stays. Research Vietnam's visa policies well in advance, as the process can involve applying online for an e-visa or obtaining a visa on arrival, which requires an approval letter beforehand. Keep digital and hard copies of all critical documents: your passport, visa approval letters, travel insurance, and hotel bookings. It's a good idea to email key documents to yourself as a backup in case you lose your originals. Travel insurance is another priority. Vietnamese roads can be chaotic, and knowing you have coverage for medical care, unexpected trip cancellations, or lost belongings brings peace of mind. Choose a plan that covers health emergencies, including medical evacuation, and doesn't skimp on coverage for common travel issues. Booking your flights and accommodations ahead of time is wise, especially if you're traveling during peak tourist seasons like Tet, Vietnam's Lunar New Year festival, or major holidays. Spend time researching hotels, hostels, or homestays that suit your budget and travel style. In larger cities, you'll find an array of options, from backpacker hostels to luxury hotels, while rural areas may offer unique stays with local families. Whenever possible, read recent reviews and be sure of locations. Distances in Vietnam can be deceiving, and not all places are easily accessible. Planning your itinerary can be both fun and overwhelming. Given Vietnam's diverse attractions, prioritize your must-sees, but don't overpack your schedule. Many travelers dream of exploring Hanoi's French colonial buildings and street food stalls, cruising through the limestone casts of Halong Bay, wandering the lantern-lit streets of Hoi An, venturing into the Mekong Delta, or relaxing on the sandy shores of Phu Quoc or Nha Trang. Consider how you'll move between these destinations. Vietnam's network of buses, trains, and domestic flights can help maximize your time, while renting motorbikes is possible but best suited for experienced drivers familiar with local traffic patterns. Packing wisely is crucial. Vietnam's climate varies greatly from north to south and changes with the seasons. In the north, winters from November to March can be chilly, especially in mountain regions like Sapa, where temperatures can drop to single digits Celsius. Meanwhile, the southern cities remain hot and humid year-round, and the central regions can see heavy rains during the wet season, typically from August to November. Light, breathable clothing works best for hot and humid areas, while layers and a lightweight jacket are essential if you're going north in cooler months. Pack a reliable raincoat or travel poncho for sudden downpours. Comfortable walking shoes are a must, particularly if you plan to explore cities on foot or trek in the countryside. Bring sandals for the beach and a pair of sturdier shoes for hiking. Beachgoers should include swimwear, sun protection, and a quick-dry towel. A hat, sunglasses, and high SPF sunscreen are essential to protect against the strong tropical sun. Bug spray is a must, particularly in rural or heavily forested areas where mosquitoes are common. Consider packing a small first aid kit with basics like adhesive bandages, antiseptic cream, pain relievers, and any personal medications you require. Pharmacies in Vietnam are easily accessible, but having your essentials on hand, especially if traveling off the beaten track, is comforting. When it comes to electronics, Vietnam uses 220V power outlets with primarily Type A, C, or D plugs. Bring a universal travel adapter and be sure your devices can handle the voltage. Wi-Fi is widespread in hotels and cafes, but having a local SIM card with a data plan is invaluable for navigation, translation, and staying in touch. Most airports and convenience stores offer affordable SIM options upon arrival, so be sure your phone is unlocked for use with foreign networks. Cash is still king in many parts of Vietnam, especially in markets and smaller towns, so bring some US dollars for exchange and withdraw Vietnamese dong from ATMs, which are widely available in cities. Credit cards are accepted in higher-end or international businesses, but not everywhere, so keep enough local cash for daily expenses. Use a secure RFID blocking wallet or money belt to protect your cards and cash. Don't forget to consider local etiquette and cultural expectations. Vietnamese people are generally welcoming and hospitable, but modest dress is highly valued, especially in temples or rural areas. Pack modest clothing that covers shoulders and knees for religious sites. Remove your shoes when entering someone's home or certain temples, and always ask before photographing people, particularly monks or ethnic minorities. Brush up on a few basic Vietnamese phrases. It goes a long way to show respect and connect with locals, even if the majority speaks little English. Download a translation app or carry a phrasebook. Simple greetings, thank you, yes, no, and asking for prices or directions will prove useful. If you're fond of food adventures, bring an open mind and perhaps some stomach medicine just in case. Vietnamese cuisine is world-renowned, from steaming bowls of pho and crispy banh mi to savory bun cha and fragrant coffee. Street food is delicious and safe, where there's high turnover and food is cooked fresh. Use bottled or filtered water for drinking and brushing teeth, and avoid ice unless you're sure it's made from purified water. For health and safety, vaccinate according to medical advice at least a month before departure. Common recommendations include hepatitis A and B, typhoid, and in some regions, Japanese encephalitis or rabies. Check with your travel clinic for the most current advice, especially if you plan to spend significant time in rural areas. Finally, pack an adventurous spirit and a willingness to embrace new experiences. Traveling in Vietnam can at times be hectic or confusing, but it's all part of the journey. With thoughtful preparation, you'll be ready to savor Vietnam's stunning landscapes, rich history, and warm hospitality.